Hi, everybody. I thought I would try something new tonight and try going live from here because that's what I'm going to start doing more of. So I've been figuring out all day. It's pretty simple, but for me, if anyone that knows me, anyone that doesn't know me, my name's Sequoia. I'm a cosmic courier. I've been a clairvoyant healer for 38 years in this lifetime, and in other lifetimes, it's what I've done. I've always been a seer. And so, yeah, I thought I'd come over to YouTube and share some meditations and things that I do, because there's a lot of different things people are sort of needing reassurance with at the moment. So, and that's one of the things that I do is I take people through a meditation to help raise the consciousness of the planet and to help bring in the changes that we're wanting, because it's actually our energy that's bringing about all of this transformation and awakening that's happening on the planet. So, yeah, so I just thought I'd get on tonight and just see how everybody's traveling at the moment. The energy is pretty intense, and there's this overwhelming sense of frustration. You know, it's like you can see things that are happening in the background, but we're still not seeing anything tangible in one sense. But then on the other sense, you know, the energy is shifting. We're moving out of Mercury retrograde on Wednesday, so that's going to be a really good thing. And so over the next couple of days, if you have electrical problems, if you have you might have computer issues or technological things or car things, and it will probably intensify over the next couple of days until Mercury actually goes out of retrograde. Quite often it gets worse before it gets better, but then things will start flowing again. So we've come into another month. We've just got an amazing new moon that we had on Sunday, so we're still in that new moon energy. So it's a really, really powerful time to manifest what it is that you're wanting. So I thought, and just to keep your energy high, to keep your faith high. I mean, that's the hardest thing at the moment, especially when it feels like everything's so close and it keeps being pulled away. It's like that tangible, intangible thing, and it's a source of frustration. And people are feeling stuck. You know, what's my life purpose? Where am I going at the moment? What is it that I'm meant to be doing? And it feels like we're all in limbo. You know, what's my big purpose? I know that I'm here to do something and I'm not quite sure what it is. And, you know, what gives, how can I get myself, you know, and then we've also got the 3D stuff, you know, like the 3D day-to-day survival, and prices are going up, and, you know, everything in that world is just getting more and more unrealistic, but it's hard to relate to it. So it's sort of like we're stuck between these two worlds at the moment. So I'm here to build a bridge of light so that we can keep moving forward. We need to start really focusing on the things that we came here to co-create. Because if you think about it, the last 3 years has been, I mean, probably all of our lifetimes, but the last 3 years seems to have been incredibly stressful. A lot of people were exhausted. You know, we've been down rabbit holes. We've discovered things about people that we never knew. We've discovered that most of pretty much what we grew up with, you know, was a lie. You know, all of the things that we were taught, all of the things that we believed, but also too in that, and you know, maybe growing up sort of being like a black sheep, and in that we've come across our soul family. We've, you know, peeled back more and more layers within ourselves. We've opened our hearts more. We've learned faith, you know, beyond what we ever had before. You know, we're trusting more than we ever have. We're trusting our intuition. You know, we're not doing anything that goes against, you know, what the narrative is saying that we need to do. We've got boundaries in place now. So there's so many gifts to this time that we've had. So, and part of my role is to just help raise the consciousness and just do these meditations, and just to, you know, as our collective energy, our higher self is so powerful, and our collective energy is actually what's bringing about the massive changes on the planet. So we just have to have faith in that, and just have to keep trusting in the knowing of who we are. We're becoming more and more powerful. You know, we're becoming like I said the other day, you know, they're poisoning the air, the food, the water, the airways, and we're still here. And, you know, feeling really good in spite of everything that they've tried to do. So no matter what, through all of the lifetimes, all of the persecution and everything, we're still here and we're stronger than ever before. So that's an amazing gift. We also all chose to be here at this time of humanity changing and moving into the golden dawn. And it feels like it's elusive thing, like there's going to be this date and this date and this date and this date, and then that date happens, and it changes, and they keep shifting timelines. But it feels like now those timelines can't be shifted anymore, like it just feels like now things are going to start happening in real time. And this is, again, also why it's really, really important for us to keep focusing forward on the future. What does happiness look like to you? What is, after all of this chaos, what does that actually look like to you? Because you've been so stressed out for so long. You've been so exhausted. You've been pushed and tested, maybe lost family members, friends, for standing in your truth and being who you are. There's a lot of frustration. You've got all of these amazing gifts to share, but you're not quite sure how to get them out there. It's just a really limbo time at the moment. So we just need to be able to sit with this and plant the seeds. And again, with this being a beautiful new manifesting moon, we're in a new month. We're into Gemini now. We'll find that by doing this, it's just going to bring that which we're wanting. It's going to bring more into our realities. So many people have lost relationships, or, they're sort of at that point now where they can't keep going any further with the person that we're with, or with the job that they're in, or whatever it is. There's just so much change, and we just have to be so blessed and so thankful that we've had the opportunity for all of that. And also, too, it's really important to just acknowledge how far that we've all come, on this journey and what we've come through. If you look back this time last year was really crazy. Like, this year's more bizarre than crazy, but last year was just beyond, and then you look back to the year before that when we had the lockdowns and everything, so it feels like in this short period of time we've lived lifetimes. We've come through so much, and we're actually living lifetimes. And also, too, we're multidimensional beings, so we're living, other lifetimes we're living in multidimensional realms as well, simultaneously. So it's all of that coming together. It's all of our soul fragments, all of the parts of us that have been persecuted, that have been wounded, that have been violated, that have been sacrificed through all of the lifetimes now, the ancestral wound that has come through the generations. That's what's being broken. It's being exposed in the public eye now. They've tried to normalize it, and there's nothing normal about it. So things are turning around, and you can actually see how it's turning around, and you can see how the old systems are breaking down, and it's like it's sort of building up to that big crescendo of the wave, and they can't go any further because it's the power of our awakening that is actually raising the consciousness of the planet. So they can't sustain it anymore. There's too many people standing up. There's too much there's just too much awareness now of everything that's going on, so they can't get away with it anymore. So we will see consequences, and we will see justice. But again, it's like just disengaging from that world, and just really nurturing yourself at the moment, really nourishing your family, your environment, maybe getting rid of stuff that you don't need. And just using this as a resting time, because honestly, we are going to be so busy soon, and we really need to keep our energy contained. And I keep saying this, but this is something to be thinking about in this new moon. What does life beyond chaos look like to you? Because we've been turned upside down. We've been told what we can do, who you can see, how you can get, how many people, how much distance to stand, like all of these control measures. And it's created chaos, and it's created disharmony within ourselves. So how do we, what does it look like? What does it look like for you? Because it's going to look different to each person. Maybe it's just having a patch of land somewhere, and it's off the grid, and you've got, you're growing veggies, and you've got animals, and everything's self-sufficient. So maybe that's something that chaos, out of chaos. And also, too, if you could create your life without limit, without fear of how much it's going to cost, or without any limits, what would it look like? And that's what we've got to start really thinking about at the moment, because the Jubilee for humanity, and to me, Jubilee is like the abundance of the heart, but the wealth that is going to be shared with humanity, no person on the planet will go without. And it's all very well saying that, but it's hard to imagine when you've never had it before, when you've always been in survival mode, and you've always been, struggling to make ends meet, and, but on the hamster wheel of life just to survive and not to thrive. We need to be thriving. We've got amazing unlimited potential. So just imagine what it'd be like if you could create your life Hi, Lynn. If you could create your life, I'm glad you're back. Been a big journey. And but if you could create your life, what would it look like? What does beyond chaos look like to you? Because it's going to look different to everybody. Maybe it's just leaving your job and just doing what you love. Maybe it's looking after animals. Maybe it's looking after children. Maybe it's building stuff. Whatever it is, whatever you could do if there were no limits, how would that look? Where would be the first places that you'd want to travel to? Things are going to open up soon. I feel like all of this it's just going to stop. And like the world, I just see the world moving again. Everything's there'll be chaos and there'll be whatever it is that's coming that we can feel and that we know. Again, that seems to keep pulling away. Not pulling away, but it just it doesn't feel like it's happening, but it actually is, because there's so much momentum going on in the background. So we'll do a meditation just to help bring us back into who we are. Just being that love that we know that we are, and just keeping our light really, really high, because the energy is really crazy at the moment. It's up and down. Some days you're high, some days you're low, some days you're sad, some days you're happy. But that's all just part of being human. So we just got to feel what we feel and just keep our energy and vibration really, really high right now. So yeah, if you just want to close your eyes and take a really, really deep, deep breath. And as you breathe in, just imagine that you're filling up with pure light. And as you're breathing, imagine you're breathing in from your toes, and it's coming all of the way up your legs and all of the way up your body, and just breathing in. And as you breathe into your heart, just hold it in your heart, just feel your heart fill up. Feel it flood with all of this light, and let all of the stress and the trauma and the tiredness and everything just disappear, and just let it go. And this time when you breathe in, again, breathing in through the toes, all the way up through the legs, through the calves, the knees, the thighs, all of the way up the torso, just breathing in, holding everything really tight, holding in your heart, bringing it up now into your throat, just holding it in your throat, just letting your throat fill up with light. And hold it. Now just imagine you're breathing out your throat. And you're breathing out of your heart, and you're breathing all of this just beautiful light. To be able to stand in your truth, to be able to have boundaries, to be able to speak your truth. And this time breathing in again from the toes all the way up, bringing it up through the torso, to the base, into the sacral, the solar plexus, into the heart, into the throat. Now just bringing it up into the head, just filling your whole head and just holding it. Just holding this energy and containing it, and squeezing your hands together and tensing your whole body, and just holding this energy in as tight as you possibly can. And hold it in, and now let it go. Just feel every single muscle and every fiber of your body relaxing. We're calling in now from the central sun, the golden beam of light, and it's coming down from the cosmos. And as it does, it brings in all of your codes of remembering of who you are. The fifth dimensional codes of all of your gifts from other lifetimes, all of your wisdom, your visions, all of your creativity, all of your empowerment, and all of the beautiful divine healing arts, the beautiful herbs, the cooking, the teaching, the nurturing, whatever it is, all of your gifts now being brought fully into the present, into the here and now, manifesting in the here and now, in this beautiful beam of light that's around your auric field. Just feel them settling into your aura and coming into the parts of the body where they're needed. They'll be activated when the time's right. We're now calling on the higher selves of all of those present and the 144,000 enlightened beings across the planet at this time, as we are here together, gathered to bring about the raising of the consciousness of humanity, to bring in this new dawn, to be the bridge, the beautiful rainbow bridge into the light, into the golden dimensions of abundance and of love, of community. So as all of the higher selves gather close, we also call in now the auric cloaks of our higher selves, and feel it coming down again through this beautiful column of light, all of the colours of the rainbow, but colours that you wouldn't see with your physical eye. And this is like the full armour of God, but this is the armour of your higher self. And just feel it coming down. It's coming down into your auric field, and it's wrapping itself around you like a beautiful feather cloak. And it's wrapping around you like angelic wings, hugging you so that you feel safe and supported. Feel the nourishment and the warmth of this. We're also calling in the higher selves of the intergalactic beings and the other dimensional beings that are here at this time to assist the raising of consciousness on this planet. For it's not just this planet, it's other dimensions in time and space as well too. So calling on the highest beings of light that are here to assist us, and that we can also assist you in this transition into the light. As these beings of light come down, you feel the power increase. Feel a vortex around your auric field. At your feet is your golden circle of light, a hula hoop. This is your boundary line. Move this golden circle of light up and down through your auric field. See how powerful you are, and as it comes up and down your auric field, it just cleans and clears, releases any hooks, any programs, anything that is not of the light, just being cleansed and cleared as it moves up and down. And as we do so, we look around, we see all of the beings on the planet, all of their higher selves, and all of their boundaries being put in place also. Now make this boundary line really large, and as you do so, feel your auric field increase with it. This is like a protective shield of light, so that you may walk forth in all of the energy that we're in and not be affected by it. See all that which is negative, other people's thoughts or beliefs or behaviours, just bouncing off like a mirror, going back to where it came and disintegrating into the violet flame. As all of the beings of light gather, we call upon all of the inner children of the planet, all of the inner children of those that are here present, and of all beings on the planet. And we stand in a circle of love around them, with our arms linked as the parents of humanity. And we bring about into the center with all of these beautiful children that have been healed now, all of the wounds from all of the ancestral lines. All of the children have now been set free, and all of our inner children have also been set free. Releasing now all of the souls of the children that have been tormented and traumatized. And as their souls are released, so too is the wounding. And that persecution and violation wound is cleansed and cleared forever. Feel this beautiful energy increasing as we send our love into the center for all of the inner children, and you hear the essence of giggling and joy and laughter. See now all of the children, whole and healed, standing in their full power and creativity, divinely and unapologetically who they are. Courageous, fun, spontaneous, giggling, laughing. Feel now this essence, and see now this is all of the inner children of humanity. And see now the essence of celebration as all of the inner children of humanity have been set free, and all of the higher selves for all of the male and female generations have gone back to heal all of the inner children of all of humanity, of all of the wounding. And those whole soul fragments now come back together, healed and as one. So all of humanity now can put itself back together again, the beautiful jigsaw and tapestry of life that we are, as we step into the full magnificence of who we are. Invite now your own inner child to come and stand in front of you. Look deep into the eyes of this inner child, this beautiful, playful, spontaneous being, this child that loves unconditionally, this child that doesn't judge, this child that loves him and herself unconditionally, without question. This child that gets up and falls down and gets back up again. This child that sings and dances and laughs, that climbs trees and does all of the fun things that children will do. See now the reconnection to the earth of all of the inner children on the planet. And see your inner child now playing with her feet in the sand. Feel the roots going deep down to the core of the earth. Feel this connection as we send all of our roots down to the core of the earth, to our own individual crystals, and see the whole inner heart of Mother Earth will light up as all of the crystals are connected with all of the beings across the planet. Feel now the power of this as each and every one feels now connected to the earth, and all of the gifts from all of the lifetimes and all dimensions in time and space can now be unleashed. Feel the power of this beneath your feet and beneath the feet of your inner child, and feel the essence of this coming up through the roots, all the way from the core of the earth into the soles of the feet, and becoming the golden liquid of alchemy that spreads through the body like warm molten liquid into the cells, the atoms, every organ, every fibre of your being, this beautiful liquid of alchemy, going right into the DNA, which is in the marrow of the bones, going back through the Akashic records, releasing all of the trauma, all of the violation, all of the sacrifice, all of the curses, all of the persecution, all now coming back and being restored back to love, and the gifts of coming through and rising above all of these boulders that we've carried with us, these emotional boulders that have said that we're unworthy, that we're unlovable, that we're not enough. They've now all been released and transmuted into the violet flame, and the true power of humanity can now be unleashed. So see the children dancing in the circle, and see all of us, the adults, dancing as well. Dancing into freedom and joy and celebration. Dancing into the abundance, all of the darkness being left behind, and feel now the laughter across the planet. This laughter that goes in waves upon waves upon waves to every heart, every mind, every body, every soul on this planet. Awakening and illumining, releasing all of the illusions. Feel this beautiful power ignited across the planet, the power of joy. And see it like a vortex of energy that comes and touches every man, woman, and child. See all of the higher selves across the planet lighting up the people that are standing in front of them, all of the children lighting up, all of the adults lighting up, being ignited now, ignited and united. See now the twin flame energy across the planet coming together. Everyone's most divine, compatible partner or companion or soulmate or friend or love. See now all of the most divine abundance for all beings on the planet, so that all needs are met. And whatever you want to do, you can do easily and with grace. If you want to go on that trip, it's not a problem. If you want to buy that house, you want to buy that boat, you want to do that thing, just feel now the freedom and the exhilaration of this, just knowing that there is no thing to worry about. Seeing now the energy with this essence of joy of everybody working in their hearts, doing what they love. And when you do what you love, the abundance naturally flows. See your creativity being unleashed. All of the passion that you have for life now, again, being reignited. And feel that zest for life as you get up in the morning excited to see what unfolds in the day. Reclaim your energy, your power, your sovereignty, and your light now. And in so doing, so too to all of the other beings on the planet. So all of this fear and disharmony, and all of this mind control, now with the essence of joy, we amplify by 10 million fold, and we raise the vibration with joy so that this darkness can no longer exist. The joy is so powerful, it extinguishes all that which is dark and that which is not of love. And as you do so, feel the cleansing of the planet. Feel the purity of the air. See the sky, the beautiful pure clouds that aren't being poisoned. See the beautiful land is being healed, and all of the food that's grown is magnificent and pure and organic. And all of the waterways are cleansed and cleared, and there's no ill health on the planet in any way, shape, or form. See everybody's eyes sparkling with perfect health. And see now everybody living the dreams and realizing their full potential. See the beautiful communities where people come together, soul tribes, naturally are drawn together like magnets to co-create in beauty and harmony, the age of Aquarius, that which we came here for, place of love, of freedom, of equality, of bringing forth all of the gifts, of being all of who we are, and reclaiming the superconscious selves. So reigniting the 12 strands of DNA for all of humanity, for that which has been tampered with. is now being restored back to its original perfection as we reclaim our superconscious God selves and we step forward fearlessly, for we are the gods and goddesses of the past, the present, and the future. We are the master beings. We are the illumined ones. We are the ones that have walked through many, many lifetimes, constantly evolving, shape-shifting, moving forward into the full potential and realization of who we are. And we stand now in this moment in time, fully realized. We are the illumined minds. We are the awakened souls. We are the realized hearts. Feel now the power of this and sending it forward to the future, sending it back to the past, dissolving, disintegrating all of the disharmony, all that comes from the lack of love, sending the highest vibration of joy and love to the darkest of beings now, so that at some point in their future incarnations, that the spark of divinity may grow within them to find their own light. And in the meantime, let them now be released from this planet, let them now be cleansed, and let the mirrors of all that they have created for humanity, all of the damage and trauma, now be reflected in their own eyes and their consequences that they find within themselves in another dimension in time and space. Giving thanks to the darkness for bringing us the light, giving thanks for the disempowerment and the disembodiment, for now we are more powerful than ever before. Thank you for the poverty, for learning how to survive, for learning how to share and to be caring and nurturing. For when the abundance does come, the abundance of the heart is shared gladly with all of those around us. Feel now the freedom as you release yourself into the highest light, as you release all of your worries and fears, all that which is of the mind and the ego. May it now be released, and may it now be replaced with the essence of joy, of spontaneity, of abundance, of love, and of pure, powerful, potent, sovereign energy for every man, woman, and child on the planet. So open your arms and open your hearts now to all of the abundance that will be poured upon you and every being on this planet, and sending that energy forward, way forward into the future for all of the future generations, and bringing that energy back into the here and now, into the presence, and see now that it is done. Feel this abundance as it comes down upon you now. See all areas of your life being blessed with this, and the ultimate abundance that comes from the heart, as all fear has now been released. So as you gently come back into your body, see that beyond the chaos is the new, and out of chaos always comes harmony. And that chaos in the outer world has reflected the chaos in our inner worlds, and now we come to a place of peace. And as we come to a place of peace and acceptance and forgiveness for all that is, we stand here at this moment in time, fully, powerfully ready to embrace all of that which is ours by divine birthright. So claiming now your sovereignty, your love, your light, your truth, and all of the empowerment that comes from within. You are divine, you are sovereign, you are eternal, you are free, you are God, you are made in the likeness of God, and each and every one of us was born gods and goddesses. So reclaiming now that energy of sovereignty, and feel this beautiful energy now as it settles into your physical body and into your auric field, bringing a place of peace and certainty that all will be well. All of the illusions of the external world have now been extinguished as you come back to that place of peace and love that resides within your heart. Send this energy out to your day, to your night, to your week, to the months ahead, to the years ahead, this beautiful essence of peace and love and joyful spontaneity. Send it way forward into the future and bringing it back into the here and now, making a quantum leap into the golden dawn that we all chose to come and co-create. Know that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, and so it is. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. And just got to stay in the heart, just got to keep feeling. And it is really hard when you can't comprehend what it will be like when we've been so used to living in this place of just existing. What does it look like to you? Because it's going to look different to everybody. But as we start creating that now with the consciousness and with our awakening, thanks, Kaz Truth Warrior. um, that as we're coming into that time, like we've just got to stay in this trust, this limbo state, and this is a time and place to be planting those seeds. Planting the seeds: perfect home, perfect love, perfect health, perfect wealth, perfect divine self-expression, which is however you're going to express yourself with the most joy. So that's all we can do at the moment is just do that, but just keep coming back to that, just keep thinking about that, and just keep imagining life without limits, how it would look. And what does it look like to you? What does life beyond chaos look like to you? Because it's going to be different for each and every one of us. So I hope that's been helpful. And feeling the love, it is so powerful. We've just got to feel that, because we are the love. We are the love that we seek. We are the peace that we seek. We are the abundance that we seek. It's all inside of us. So we've got the opportunity just to really keep embracing that, and that's what we're doing at the moment. So sending you all so much love, and I will tune in again really, really soon. Have a beautiful day, morning, light, wherever you are. Just keep sending it out. Just keep seeing everybody happy and abundant, and all of that darkness just dispersing, the violet flame just coming in, because it's all just illusions. It's 3D stuff, and it doesn't have any effect on it unless we allow it. So sending you so much love, and I will talk to you again really, really soon.